Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. I Palak Sahu, Senior Google Ad Expert at CedCommerce, and one of the speaker of today's webinar, pays gratitude to all who have joined us in this live webinar by CedCommerce in collaboration with Google India, where we are going to talk about how to grow your business with Google Ads in 2022. Please switch to the next slide. Before I introduce my co speakers, I would like to cover a few housekeeping rules. In today's webinar is being recorded. You will be able to share a presentation with you after the event is complete. We welcome you to revisit the content yourself and share it with your colleagues. We also invite your questions. Please look at the QA chat box on your screen. If you think of a question for us at any point, just type it in there and we will discuss at the end of the event. Please make sure to have muted yourself. Every attendee needs to take care of that the information shared in this live stream is confidential and is meant to be used for the business purpose only. Please switch to the next slide. Thanks. Here are the speaker of the day, Ms. Anushri Haq, Strategic Partner Manager in Google, Mr. Vivek Sharma, Partner Success Manager in Google, and I, Palak Sahu, Senior Google Ad Expert in CedCommerce. Please switch to the next slide. The agenda of this webinar is to keep merchant updated with the current shopping trends and share expertise-based strategies for their business growth along with offering credit. The highlight of the webinars are key trend of Google Shopping, overview of Google Shopping campaign, and what's new for marketers. Key features of Suite for Google Shopping feed app, how CedCommerce expert can help you advertise your business on Google, exclusive 500 offer for the first time Google Ads user. Please switch to the next slide. Now I am going to hand the floor over to Anushri. Please proceed.
Thanks, Palak. Hi, everyone. It's a great opportunity to be here and speaking with you in partnership with CedCommerce. Um, I'll start off with a quick introduction. My name is Anushri Haq. I am a strategic partner manager with the Google Channel Partners team in India. And as a part of this team, we work with external partners such as CedCommerce in facilitating and enabling businesses and merchants worldwide to make the best use of Google surfaces and make the best use of the advertising potential at Google. And I think broadly, the agenda for today is just to highlight a little bit about the changing dynamics of the online ecosystem and the digitization that has happened in the past couple of years, and just to sort of present an overview of where Google Ads can help businesses and where Google can help businesses in today's environment, in today's context, enabling you to grow, enabling you to meet your business goals across the world. With that, can we move on to the next slide, please? Thanks. I think before we sort of deep dive a little bit into what Google has to offer directly and what CedCommerce has to offer directly, I would want to talk a bit about how the customer journey has changed in the past few years. With increasing digitization, with increasing penetration of internet into our daily lives, the advent of smartphones, online shopping, this has been a journey which has been taking place for quite some time. But with the last 2 years and with COVID, there has been an acceleration in how the journey has changed. When we look at customers and how they discover new information and how they discover new brands and new products, we're witnessing a very direct shift. I know historically there was a time when consumers, when they are looking for a particular product category, they would go online and maybe do a search for it. Let's say you're in the market for a new refrigerator, you would go online and search for refrigerators, and then or maybe even visit an offline store and then just do a comparison, right? Outside of your intent, there would be very limited reason for you to look up a particular information about a particular product or come across a new brand. That has changed considerably, and that's because of the way we now consume information. In a recent survey, 81% of consumers in surveyed countries across the globe said that they've discovered new brands online during COVID-19, right? And this discovery oftentimes happens passively when it's not planned. So you might be browsing YouTube and watching videos, and maybe you come across a product review on YouTube by a content creator, or maybe you are just scrolling through interesting topics on discovery, and that's where you come across a new product being showcased, or you maybe come across a new ad for a product that just catches your interest. I think broadly what this trend sort of pushes towards, or if there has to be key takeaway from this, is the traditional ways of approaching product discovery have evolved, right? And so you need to make sure that you're thinking beyond what you would have traditionally considered your traditional audience, right? You might have thought that we are looking to target with our online ads people who have a direct intent for purchase, but maybe we need to take a step back and expand our net further and look at customers who may not be in the market right now, but again are customers who will discover your product, and down the line maybe that discovery gets converted into a business goal, be it customer acquisition, be it purchase. Moving on to the next slide, please. The second thing, again, the second way in which the customer journey has changed is in the linearity. So it's no longer, if I'm shopping for a product, it's no longer me going to a store, looking at the products that are there, picking up a product, and just returning home. Or even in the case of online shopping, it's not me going online, looking at a product, looking at a service, and then just directly booking it, and then that's the end of it. I think today's consumers more and more are looking at data and reviews from multiple sources before making a purchase decision. More than half of the consumers surveyed have said that they've used search to research even their in-store purchases. So this is not something that's limited just to online purchases, but even in the offline world, a lot of offline purchases are also getting driven by the content and by the information that's available online, right? And shoppers, the de facto um, the de facto resource that most shoppers turn to is Google, right? They'll go on Google, they'll search for the product, and they'll figure out, what product best fits their need and is the best product in the category. They'll also, compare prices, look for sales, check out the latest reviews. And I think this action, or this change in the customer journey again presents an opportunity for brands and for businesses to showcase their products to customers with the right set of information and even with the right set of action items, which just facilitates and makes that decision in customers' mind easier, and also just makes it easier for customers to complete the transaction right there and then. Can you move on to the next slide, please? And finally, I think the third big change that we would want to call out in the customer journey and how it has changed is that customers today expect instant gratification. They expect their needs to be met instantly. They expect to be able to shop right now, and they expect like an immediate result. So for online shoppers, for example, they want to be able to buy a product online as soon as they find out. So no longer is the leads collection business, right? Like in an older era, customers would find a product, and there's maybe on the website, maybe there's no way directly to order a product, and you have to call up someone, or you have to fill a form, or you have to find that product on some other website, or maybe go offline. Again, those are becoming less desirable for today's consumers. They see a product online that they like, they want the ability to just buy it right there and then. And again, this is something that gets translated into the offline behavior also, right? If customers are going online and they want to look at whether the inventory that they want or the product that they want is available in a local store near them, right? And whether that stock has inventory right now, can they just walk out, go to that store, and do a curbside pickup like today, for example. So searches, in fact, and I think a data point that speaks to that is the fact that searches for products available near me have grown globally by over 100% in the last 1 year. I think the reason or the point for laying out all of these three big changes or big trends that we've noticed in how customers are shopping today, I think is just to call out that a lot of traditional approaches to both offline and online marketing have evolved, and they have evolved drastically in the past couple of years. And more, what we are witnessing is that businesses who are able to intercept customers at each of these positions with Google Ads or with other mechanisms are the ones that are able to drive a higher success and are able to drive a higher growth in their business. Can you move on to the next slide? And I think, again, in continuation to what we just discussed in terms of customer journeys and how to approach them at the various junctures, which are key to guide them to make the right decision, I think that's where Google Ads comes into the picture. You would be aware of some of these platforms that are visible on the screen right now, and maybe you're not familiar with some of the others, but Google Ads is a single advertising platform that allows you to sort of advertise across the multiple Google surfaces or the Google products that are in use. And quite a lot of them are products with over a billion active users worldwide. So you can talk about YouTube, you talk about search, you talk about like shopping, there's display, discovery, and all of these surfaces and all of these products have their own inherent characteristics which make them suitable touch points at some points in the customer journey, right? Again, tying back to what we said, if you're trying to target the discovery phase of the customer journey, search is a great way to target customers, or display ads on YouTube is a great way to target customers, and basically introduce your brand to them. If you are trying to drive higher conversions and you're looking at driving online sales, then you want to look at Google Shopping. You want to make sure that your products and your presence is witnessed in Google Shopping, and then you have the necessary tools built online to make sure that you're not losing customers to inaction, essentially, that you're facilitating and making things easier for customers to complete their journey end to end. Next slide, please. And across these Google Ads, and I'm not going to go too much into detail about these different campaign types, but across the Google surfaces, depending on what your business need is, there are a bunch of campaigns available that can help your business goals. You have search campaigns, as I was just mentioning, there's shopping campaigns. We have video campaigns, again, targeting YouTube. And Google Ads can be, the platform can seem daunting at first, again, because of the scope and the breadth and the penetration that we have across the globe. But again, there are a lot of products and intelligence built in our systems to make sure that you are getting the best results for your campaign. One of the examples that I like to quote is you can always take advantage of smart campaigns. And smart campaigns are built on top of Google algorithm, which take away a lot of uncertainty. If you're not unsure about certain things, smart campaigns, they work on machine intelligence, and they sort of give you the right inputs for the kind of outputs that you're seeking. And I think, again, this is where our partner CedCommerce also comes into picture, because as a platform, as a tech-first company, they have built strong, integrations with Google Ads, which again simplify a lot of these offerings and present to you in a single basket that just makes it easier for you to set up your campaigns, set up your online marketing, and with a single click, just focus on doing the business and not on the operations of setting up your campaigns and monitoring those campaigns. And I think down as he goes through the presentation, said we'll talk more about it. But right now, I'd want to call on my colleague Vivek to talk a bit more about Google Shopping campaigns in specific, especially because we've seen with like the online shopping and the online e-commerce boom, Google Shopping campaigns is something that has given great results to consumers with online businesses. So Vivek, over to you, and if you could just walk everyone through Google Shopping campaigns.
Thanks, Anushri. Can you go to the next slide? One more. Yep. So, as Anushri has already walked us through the trends, how customer journey has changed, and how digital has evolved, especially during COVID, uh, along with what all campaigns that we can run in Google Ads. So, before moving to my section, firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Vivek Sharma, Partner Success Manager in the Google Channel Partner team, where me and Anushri closely work with CedCommerce, which is one of our channel partners. So as we briefly touched upon the type of campaigns, I'll cover shopping campaigns in detail in my section. So if you are a retailer where you sell products online, you can use leverage shopping campaigns to promote your online and local inventory that you have. This will help you to boost traffic to your website or local store and eventually help to find better qualified users who can complete the transaction or take action on your website or online store that you have. In contrast to a text ad, which displays text only, shopping ads show users a photo of your product, a title, price, store name or brand name which is selling the product, and the other details if you have like product reviews, etc. The USP of shopping ads is it gives users a strong sense of the product you're selling before they click the ad, which eventually gives more qualified leads and users who have a sense of the products that you're selling before landing to the website or online store that you're promoting. Where do shopping ads appear? Shopping ads appear on shopping tab of Google search, then Google search, and some of the Google search partner websites. So on all these placements, you can see or you can show your shopping ads. Can you go to the next slide? Now, question comes how it works. So to start shopping ads, merchants should have an online store and merchant center account where they need to upload the product feed. The product feed contains product information which they are selling on their website, and make sure that the product feed and the products in it are approved and compliant with the Google shopping policies. So 2-3 requirements to run shopping campaigns. First is have Google Merchant Center account, add Merchant Center Merchant Center data in it, like product data in your Merchant Center account, and make sure that your Merchant Center feed is compliant with the Google shopping policies and product in it are approved and should be eligible to appear on Google Shopping. Can we move to the next slide? Yeah. So like once the product feed part is done, like you created a Merchant Center account, uploaded the data in the Merchant Center feed, and after that you have to create like shopping campaign and make sure that shopping campaign that you're creating is active. Like after all these efforts, your shopping ads are eligible to trigger, and these ads appear when a shopper searches with a query. Then Google scans data, feeds for items that matches the shopper search query. When that matching thing happens, then shopping ad is eligible for that user. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. Now the question comes, how does it work? So just like other ad formats, shopping ads participate in an ad auction. So it is also on the basis of the ad auction that we have. Google ranks products based on merchants' bid and their relevance to the query. Relevance plays an important role in the auction, and if the product is not as such relevant to the user query, then it will not be shown to the user. So we have to make sure that our merchant center feed or product feed is optimized and relevant. And relevant details of the product are added along with the required attributes. So some of the attributes are required to run shopping campaigns. So make sure that these attributes are added in the merchant center feed, and the attributes like title, etc., description, etc., should be optimized. As I mentioned, it works on the auction. So top ranking products show on google.com and google.com shopping. So whoever wins the auction, that merchant or the products of that merchant will be eligible to appear for the users who are searching for the product over the different Google services. Can we move to the next slide? Yeah. Shopping ads works on the CPC model that we have, and merchants will be charged when someone clicks your ad that leads to the landing page of your website or the Google hosted landing page of the local inventory that you have. When you're creating a shopping campaign, you will decide how much you are willing to pay for each click. So it's on you. Like if you want to decide like how much you want to pay for each click, that you can do. You will only pay the minimum amount necessary to rank higher than the advertiser immediately below you. And there are times you will pay less than your maximum bid. So it is not necessary that the amount that you have put in as your maximum CPC, then that amount will only be deducted. There are chances, or often we have seen that the amount that deducts is less than the maximum bid that you have put in. Can you move to the next slide? Now, question comes like how shopping ads and Google ads can help. The first thing is, of course, you only have to pay for clicks. You don't have to necessarily pay for views, impressions, etc. Second is there are multiple platforms which are available. Like you can advertise across platforms, and as Anushri mentioned, that these platforms have a billion users each. Third is you don't have to like pay for the invalid clicks. So what happens sometimes there are some fraudulent activities happen where any user comes and deliberately clicks on ad multiple times. So you don't have to as such worry about that. Our system filters out those irrelevant clicks or fraudulent clicks, and you only have to pay for the relevant clicks that are happening. Then the multiple targeting options which are available in Google, so you can show your ads to the right audience in the right place at the right time. You have the facility to control your cost through the max CPC bid and the daily budget that you allocate to your campaigns. If you want to reach out to your visitors or the people who have already shown interest on your website, you can also do that through the remarketing campaigns. You can reconnect with the visitors of your website. Then Google Ads campaign or shopping campaigns deliver quick results. And if you want to schedule your ads on any particular day or time of the any particular time or day, you can also do that through that scheduling. Like if you want to run your ads on special days or specific days, or want to operate for or want to run campaigns only for specific hours, that facility is available through ad scheduling. Then through Google Ads, you can outrank competitors on the our search engine. So outranking, target outranking, bid, etc. is available in Google. Lastly, you can measure your campaign performance. So there are multiple reports which are available through which you can see how is the campaign performance, how your campaigns are performing and delivering. You can like look at the analytics, etc., and run these multiple reports to optimize your campaigns efficiently. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So I guess 1.5 years back, we launched Google Shopping free listings, which allow customers to see product results from your store across Google properties like Google Shopping tab, Google Search, Google Images, and Google Lens. The requirement to start the Google free listing is to have a Merchant Center account and active product feed, and make sure that product feed is approved with required minimum attributes. So some of the attributes which are mandatory that you should have in your product data feed. After that, relevant products are shown to the users. And again, relevancy plays an important role. So we have to make sure that the product feed is optimized, compliant with the Google Shopping policies. Yep. So this was all that I have in my section. Now I pass it on to Palak to cover the next part.
Before you do, I think just for the benefit of the folks, one thing that we'd like to call out is, it's a lot of information, but there are a lot of resources that are available that can, if you're new to Google Ads and if you're new to Google Ads services, there are a lot of resources and tools and trainings available on Google Support that can help you get started. And I think we will, for folks who have questions, we will do a Q&A session at the end where we'll answer your questions. But beyond that, again, I think as a part of our partnership with CedCommerce, we are happy to address questions even beyond this webinar if you need help in getting started with Google Ads or if you need help in setting up your campaigns. Palak, over to you now.
Okay. Thanks, Anushri and Vivek. So, moving forward, as my co speaker explained about the Google Ads importance and the shopping ads and product feed detail, so for maintaining the product feed and pass the product data to shopping campaign, here is our app is built for. In order to provide merchant benefits of selling buy on Google and management of Google Ads campaign, CedCommerce came up with an integrated app that is suited for Google Shopping Feed app. This app is designed to support every Google program such as shopping action, shopping ads, surface across Google, merchant promotion, and local inventory ads. Please switch to the next slide. Here are the stats of our app. That is, up till now, we have received 7,900 plus merchants which are using our app. We have 1,000 plus reviews on the Shopify expert profile. Our app is rated by 4.9 star rating. 2,000 plus ads account is created through our app. Not only this, but this app is built with lots of features in which main features are mentioned here. First is real-time product sync. With the help of this feature, merchant can easily import, update and delete the product entry. Second is order sync. It syncs product information such as sold products, product status between merchant and other marketplace. Tax and shipping sync. Sync of tax and shipping is very important. If it is not done properly, then there is a chance that your account may get suspended. And with the help of our app, merchant can easily sync their tax and shipping details in the Shopify account along with GMC account too as well. Multiple custom profile can create also based on destination requirement. In fact, with or without custom label, as per the merchant requirement, can also get create. The fifth one is auto upload of new products. It means like we can say that at any time, if any products are getting added or deleted on the store, then automatically those products will get updated in a feed too by this app. And the last but not in the list, that is expert guidance. Please move to the next slide. Whenever any merchant gets to know about any app, then they always look for some useful features. Similarly, our shopping feed app has some features that merchant must want. The first one is custom profile creation. Second is order management. Third one is 24 by 7 support is providing. The fourth is automatic syncs of tax and shipping in a single click. And the fifth one is multiple custom label creation. This all are the features which play a very important role in shopping feed app and which this features is available in our app as well. Can we have a next slide, please? Now the question arises, why CedCommerce, why not others? So let's discuss about it. CedCommerce is a client-first company. 11 years ago, it's embarked on the journey of providing best-in-class affordable e-commerce solution. CedCommerce came together as a group of hardworking people with a single-minded goal making e-commerce easier. We believe in providing tailor-made solution for our client-specific needs. Can we have a next slide? Ced is holding 10 plus year of experience in the e-commerce sector. Coming towards the Google Premium Partner, Google Premium Partner tier is reserved for the top 3% of participating companies each calendar year. CedCommerce has retained the badge with Google since years. With this badge, we are stand out in the industry, which showcase our expertise, which makes our client more confident to work with us. If I'm talking about client growth rate, that it is around 162% increased as compared to last year, which is quite good. Recently, not only this, but recently Google launched a business directory where Google help organization to take marketing to the next level with Google Partner. CedCommerce listed in the business level directory too, along with their expertise, which we have achieved in search, display, shopping, app, and video campaigns. Last one is expertise, which we are available in 24 by 7 hours for the support. Can we have a next slide? Thanks. So moving forward, here we will be sharing some of our client success stories with you. Few accounts on which we worked in the last couple of months and helped them to overcome the challenges which most of the retailer are facing during these times. Please switch to the next slide. This case study is of Cycle Trade, which is UK based, selling bike parts. Can find a large selection of products from well known brands. Our challenge was that business started from scratch and this was a fresh account with no history. And client is looking for the branding and sales from the initial stage. So let's talk about the approach which our experts has implemented on these challenges. Can we have a next slide? Our expert is come up with the approach for fulfilling the client expectations. If I'm talking about the first approach, that is something connected to the shopping campaign. So in this, like our expert is targeted segregated wise products into shopping campaign with smart bidding strategy so that we can maintain our impression share over the market. If I'm talking about the client goal, then one of the client goal is for the brand awareness, and for that video campaign is one of the most important campaign which play a very important role in terms of branding. So we have implemented video campaign where we run ads based on the video. Along with that, there is a one targeting which play a very important role, that is connected to the remarketing. Remarketing is something where we can say that a user who has visited your website previously and you can retarget it through our ads. So this is something where we have collected some data, and after collecting the data, we have retarget those audiences with the help of remarketing audiences in display campaign. Of course, when we're talking about the approach for the Google Ads, then there is a one approach which we can say that which play a very important role, that is a brand campaign targeting. So in that also, like we have targeted brand campaign aggressively for better result, which generated brand oriented traffic and sales too. Of course, among all the strategies, there is a one thing which play a very important role, that is connected to the optimization. Once you implement the strategy, then you need to optimize your strategies and campaign. So this has also been done for better performance campaign. Now, if I'm talking about the result that which we have achieved in the last 2 to 3 months, that is after applying all the strategy, we have seen that 50% increase in conversions, 58% increase in conversion rate, 1600% increase in ROI, 198% increase in online store sales, and 109% increase in online store session. Can we have a next slide, please? Thanks. So our second case study is about Treasure for Nails. It is actually a US based client and its targeting location is also US. And if I'm talking about the business, then this business is something connected to the nail supplies store with a vast collection of nails. And the store owner challenges three are the major challenges which owner has shared with me. That is, he want to increase the number of visitors on his store, increase number of count in terms of sales, and increase in revenue. So let's discuss about the approach which we have tried for this client. Can we have a next slide, please? Thanks. So for this, we have analyzed and implement different strategies, and those are, the first is launching of smart shopping and search campaign. So with this client, as we have a huge number of budget, so we have tried 3 types of different campaigns so that we can capture all the markets on Google. So first we have implemented the smart campaign in which we have targeted non-branded keywords so that we can capture the market on Google in terms of non-branding. And coming to the shopping campaign, we did a shopping campaign targeting in terms of segregated wise with smart bidding. And in search campaign, we have targeted the branded term so that we can capture the market. The second one is we applied product grouping in shopping campaign, as I shared in the first pointer, that we have segregated the product grouping in shopping campaign for the segregated targeting. The third is focused on branded and targeted brand terms in search ads. As coming to the branded term, like we have a huge search number of volume in terms of branding Treasure for Nails. So we have targeted search campaigns. We have targeted branded terms in search campaigns so that we can get the good result and we can beat our competitor and capture the good market in under the auction insight report. Launching of display campaign is also play a very important role because as the business is started from the scratch, so we need to maintain our branding as well, branding presence as well. So we have live the display campaign. Also along with that, we have applied the remarketing audiences, but this strategy is implemented after 30 days. And the result which we have achieved after applying above strategies are 201% increase in conversion, 308% increase in revenue, and 444% increase in clicks. Can we have a next slide, please? Thanks. So here we are. We are happy to announce that while opting the Google Ads service for your business, Google is providing the ads credit of $500 to all the user for the first time. To avail this credit, there is only one condition that once you spend $500 in ad account, then you will get $500 as a credit in the same account. And of course, the terms and condition is applied, which is linked with the PPT. Can we have a next slide, please?
Hi, Palak. Sorry, I was just again, if we move on to the credits, again, just
Yeah.
qualifying a few things. The exact credit value will vary basis your geography.
Yes.
But again, the terms and conditions sheet that CedCommerce will share will provide you the exact conversion and provide the exact credit amount that you can receive or avail for your geography. Again, second qualifier is again, this is something that is available for new to Google customers. So if you have an existing Google Ads account that you're already running, this is not a coupon that you will be able to avail. But for someone who hasn't got a Google Ads account yet, this is a coupon that you can avail. And basically, once you spend $500, I think within the first 60 days of joining, you get a $500 credit that, again, you get a limited time to spend. Again, details will be in the terms and term sheet. I think finally, this is something, again, given that Ced is a premier partner and a close partner for us, this is something that's also offered exclusively to merchants who are coming in or who are onboarding onto the CedCommerce platform. So again, that's going to be a condition that your new to Google journey is getting started from the CedCommerce apps, and that's where you can avail the $500 spend get coupon. Basically, if you're signing up outside of the CedCommerce app directly, this is not a coupon that you will be able to avail.
Yeah, thank you, Anushri, for highlighting the pointers and for highlighting the conditions. So let's move ahead. Can we have a next slide? Okay, so let's move towards the queries tab. So let's see. Okay, so we have a first question, that is it possible to show promotions on my product ad which are running on my website? Okay, so Anushri, I'm hand over this question to you. Could you please answer this?
Palak, I can take that.
Okay.
So we can do that through promotions. But for that, or to be eligible for that program, firstly you need to fill the form. Once you fill the form and submit your request will be reviewed by our backend team, and once that gets approved, you will be eligible to be a part of the promotion program. Now, how you can do that? There are 2 or 3 ways to show promotions. The first one is through Promotion Builder, which is available in Google Merchant Center account. So you can leverage that. Second option is you can upload promotion feed again in your Google Merchant Center account, and through that as well, you can show your promotion on your website. Lastly, there are some third-party websites as well. Again, third option is only limited to US advertisers. So if you have like promotions of the third parties, you can do that as well through the third option. But the viable options are like through the promotion builder and promotion feed that you can have. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Okay, yeah, Vivek, it is actually question by Vincent. Okay, so we have a next question, that is which kind of Google Ads campaign are best for online grocery store? I have an e-commerce store and sells eatable vegetable products. Also have a store where products can come by purchase the products. So if I want to advertise on Google, then which campaign is best for my business?
Yep. So We have seen a lot of advertisers in this space, and as a best practice and the results that we have seen in the past, we have seen that uh, search campaigns do really well when you like do a various targeting or local targeting for the search campaigns. And of course, you can start with shopping campaigns as well. Shopping campaigns and search campaigns will help you to get results.
Okay, thank you, Vivek. So, moving further, we have again one question. Can I create the shopping ads for multiple countries with your app? Okay, so let me answer this question. Yes, you can create the question. You can create the shopping ads for multiple countries. You can use the feed which we have like mentioned in our PPT, and that our app generates for multiple countries as well. You will just have to create a multiple feed definitions in Google Merchant Center, and for set up the multiple shipping location, do note that you still have only one feed with one destination URL and one price currency per product. So if you all have set with this, then you can easily can create a shopping ads for the multiple countries. I hope you got your answer, Mr. Josh. So we have one last question, that is, I have a stock of around 10,000 products of various categories like women apparel, men's, kids footwear and accessories. Is there any way to segment the products on category basis so that ads can run effectively? That's a nice question, Mr. Martin. So, if you want to segment the products in order to run ads on category basis, this can be done by creating the custom label for different categories, and then you use them for creating the campaigns too. In fact, our feed app has the best feature and provide the ease of creating the different custom label using various attributes, which make overall process easy. So if you want to know more, then you can connect with our expert just after this webinar, and they can help you on this, and soon you will get the email as well about it. Okay, so let's move further. Can we have a next slide? Okay, so thus coming to an end, thank you so much to all the attendees and co-speaker for making this webinar a success. In case if you have any query or looking to schedule a free marketing consultation, please feel free to write us at digitalmarketing@cedcommerce.com and do watch your inbox for email. Please move ahead with the next slide. So thank you for your time and have a wonderful day ahead.
Also, I think a few links have been broadcasted.
So
So that yeah.
I've shared a few links. First one is for the promotions. The question that we had related to promotions or offers. Second one is like how we can segment, do the segmentation for by category. So product groups or custom labels we can leverage. So I did that link.
Thanks,
Okay,
Vivek.
thank you, Vivek. Thank you,
In case,
Anushree.
thanks, Palak. In case there are no other questions, I think again a great opportunity, and I would encourage attendees to reach out to CedCommerce directly. As they mentioned, they are happy to provide a free consultation across the different platforms that they've mentioned. So a copy of the presentation and the webinar will be shared with the participants after the webinar. And yeah, I look forward to helping you along on your Google journey, and look forward to thanks, Palak.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, Anushree. Thanks, Vivek.
thanks everyone. Okay.